Okay, sorry about that. Apparently, I don't have enough room on my phone. And back to what I was saying. As far as the synchros go, have it set up to where if a link monster is used as a material for a synchro summon, use the arrows on the link monster on the synchro monster background. Keep it the white background on the synchros, and use the hexagram or the whatever it is on the back on the background of the link monsters on the synchro monsters, as well as keeping those arrows, not necessarily the same arrows on the link that's on the link monster or to put on the synchro, but something a little bit different. I feel as if that could be one interesting mechanic to add to the game that Lynx may have taken away. As far as the fusions and the XYZs, have XYZ monsters that require two monsters, one of which at least being a link, and use that link specifier on the cards. For some reason I can't think about it. Use that as the level, so then that way, boom, XYZ has the arrows on it like the links do, and that way it makes it a little bit easier. But still keep it strategic. Have it to where only, and even with the fusions, have a link monster or two or how many ever, as a fusion, as the fusion materials of a certain rank modifier or whatever, and have those arrows on it. I honestly believe that would probably be the best way to go as far as Konami is concerned, because if Konami is able to do that, I honestly feel as if that would boost the game even further. And like I was saying, as far as any of those mechanics go, as far as doing any of those, have it in the rules whether you can only do one, like a synchro, an XYZ, or a fusion summon with a link monster once per turn. That way, it still keeps the strategy portion of the game there, but it also still opens up more zones for people to special summon out of their extra deck. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. In other words, also when it comes to the fusions and stuff like that, you also can try and get it to where King of the Swamp, the light, the dark, sealed helixes or whatever, are actually part of those mechanics. I've noticed that Konami's trying to bring some of the older mechanics back in by coming out with newer cards for them. Well, the King of the Swamp and stuff like that, those cards could actually be very useful in that archetype. But in order to do that, you need to come out with link versions of them three cards. I'm not saying it's going to be easy.